Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to continue my discussion from last episode with regard to the most ignored cancer symptoms in both men and women. Okay, because I've got a huge response, tons of questions. A lot of individuals from overseas, from the United States, and even some new patients came in that was presenting with some of the symptoms I discussed in the last episode. And, well, I'm not going to discuss that aspect as to what happened following that, but it was great. They were happy. They came in to see an acupuncturist. Especially had come into Acupuncture is My Life here in New York City. And I'm always happy to help individuals who are concerned about their health, which is why I'm always recommending that you make acupuncture a part of your life. You see an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits, because sometimes there's things going on with you have no clue, you're not thinking about. You ignore it because you have more pressing issues in your life. And I've been hearing a lot of that from new patients following the last episode, pertaining to symptoms that they would have never thought could have possibly be that serious. So, I made a few referrals to some oncologists in the Acupuncture is My Life network. And I always hope for the best for everyone. But to continue, with regard to symptoms that go easily ignored, another is unexplained weight loss. Now, if you notice that you're just dropping pounds, like dropping, and you're getting all excited, whoa, I'm going to meet my goal without, any effort. And when I say any effort, that means you haven't made any changes to your diet, your exercise plans. This can be a sign of colon or stomach cancer. Okay, and it's important that you are aware of this. So if you're noticing unexplained weight loss, see an acupuncturist right away. Another could be upset stomach. Now, periodically we eat something bad. We may catch a virus or what have you, and we'll experience upset stomach. But now there are individuals who experience unexplained severe cramping or abdominal pain, which can be an indicator of colon cancer. Another symptom that's easily ignored is wheezing. Like, individuals will say, well, I don't have asthma, or COPD or emphysema or anything. I'm good. I wasn't diagnosed with that. So the wheezing is like really light and they're not paying much attention to it. It'll just go away. For one, when your body presents with certain symptoms that it never has before, do not ignore it. But I'll tell you one thing. If you were seeing an acupuncturist, you wouldn't ignore it. It wouldn't be ignored, I should say. All right, but if you experience wheezing, you notice there's some wheezing when you're like calm and in your downtime and you have time to pay attention to it, that can be the first signs of lung cancer. And do you also know, like you're having difficulty catching your breath as well? These are first signs of lung cancer. But also thyroid cancer can lead to difficulty in breathing too. So it's important that you are aware of this. What's another ignored symptom? Like excess gas or bloating. Now, many individuals, because they drink a lot of soda and they eat like terrible, ultra processed foods, it'll cause that very easy. And they'll feel, oh, that's just tied to what I just ate. And in excessive gas or bloating, it can definitely signal a number of digestive issues. But it can also be a sign of ovarian or even colon cancer. Okay? So don't just take that lightly. Because the key here is that health is wealth. The wealth is not under the doghouse in the backyard. It's not under your mattress, nor is the wealth in the shoebox in the closet. The wealth is not in your purse, wallet, or your pocket. And guess where else the wealth is not? It's not in your bank account, retirement account, investment account. The wealth is in you. And hopefully this is why you listen to Acupuncture is My Life podcast. Now, another ignored symptom can be bowel issues, bowel problems. Like, let's say if 1 minute you're experiencing constipation, and then there's diarrhea, and then when you do feel as if you're having a formed stool bowel movement, look at it, and it's real skinny, like ropes. And if this alternating process lasts more than a couple of days, you should either speak to your primary care physician about it or your acupuncturist. But again, if you were seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits, this would be detected right away. And in others, do you notice yourself having any difficulty urinating? Which can be an early sign of prostate cancer. And that's where you feel as if you have to go, but you can't go. You have this urge, but urine is not coming out. Or you're having a hard time stopping the flow of urine. These can be signs of prostate cancer. And they should not be ignored. You know what? Do me a favor. If you're lifting something heavy right now, put it down, please. It doesn't matter if you're at the gym or home moving furniture around or you're at work. Just rest it down. And if you're crossing the street, I need you to hurry up and safely get across the street. And if you're operating a vehicle that has wheels, pull it over to the side of the road. If it has wings or propellers, land it at your nearest airport. Because I need you to close your eyes now. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. Now another, this symptom here, I can't see it being an ignored symptom. It's hard to ignore this sign. But erection problems in men. Like if you notice you're having trouble getting an erection or sustaining an erection during sex, this can be a sign of prostate cancer. And you may need to see a urologist and or an acupuncturist. Another is, what would be another one? Fatigue. Fatigue goes ignored by so many. Everyone has somewhere to place the reason as to why they feel fatigued. And sleepiness can mean a number of things. Like maybe you're not getting enough sleep at night. But understand something. Fatigue is a little different. Fatigue sort of represents extreme tiredness or weakness. And many types of cancers can cause fatigue. For example, leukemia. And it's important that you're aware of that. Another is fever. you're noticing frequent high temperatures, which can be a sign of leukemia, which causes bone marrow to produce abnormal white blood cells, which impacts the body's infection fighting abilities. So if you notice you're running a fever periodically and you're like, why? I mean, I didn't catch a virus or whatever. Get to an acupuncturist right away. All right. Another unusual sign is marks on your fingernails. Like if you're noticing, let's say, brown streaks or black streaks or a dot under your fingernail. This can be a sign of some type of melanoma called, what do they call that again? Subungual melanoma? I think that's what it is. Subungual melanoma, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a type of skin cancer that tends to occur under a person's nails. And many individuals tend to ignore a sign such as that. And then many women often paint their fingernails, so that can easily go undetected. So even when you remove the nail polish, like really, assess your nails. I don't think you should be using nail polish anyway. I mean, your nails are beautiful. Let it show. And it's a sign of your state of health as well. But those that do use nail polish, once you remove it, let your nails breathe. Let it just relax. And just look at your nails. And if anything looks unusual, get in touch with an acupuncturist. But other than that, simply make acupuncture part of your life, okay? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?